What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I am wrestling with myself. Bray Wyatt is one of the best characters in wrestling in the last 20 years. He's one of the best things to come along since the Dark Undertaker character in 90, whatever it was, 80, whatever. Kane coming out in 96, Crow Sting in 97, Raven in ECW in its heyday. He is a dark, macabre cult leader. He's got everything you could want in a world championship superstar. He's got the charisma, he's got the look, the music, he's got a great character, amazing dark mic skills, good ring work. He should be the next big creepy face of the company for the next 20 years. He should be the next version of The Undertaker who runs things with his dark, macabre ways for the next 2 decades. But because of the way they've booked him recently, he's just another guy on the roster who loses all the time. Today, I restore Bray Wyatt's career. I reconstruct the Wyatt family and build those guys back up and make Bray Wyatt, in a matter of a few months with my booking, a world championship star with his family back in tow. So I'm going to take you through and show you how I'd book Bray Wyatt for the next 4 or 5 months and show you how he become a world champion. So at No Mercy, this coming Sunday, the pay-per-view coming up, to open the show, Kurt Hawkins comes out against the Jobber. Bray Wyatt comes out right away. Sister Abigail's both guys, lays them both out, destroys the Jobber and destroys Kurt Hawkins, and says, "Listen, guys, I'm sick and tired of being overlooked. My focus has been veered off for far too long now. I've been caught up in my own emotion, my own hype, but SmackDown is my playground. I'm tired of being another face on the roster. I am the face of fear. I inspire people to run the other way. I am Bray Wyatt. SmackDown is my burial ground, and starting tonight, I'm taking this place over. I'm the new face of fear. I'm the new face of the company, and it's my time. SmackDown roster, run." And then Eric Rowan comes out as well. They continue to beat down Kurt Hawkins and the Jobber, and it starts tonight. Bray Wyatt now becomes on trajectory to become the new face. Later on, during the Heath Slater and Rhino versus Usos tag title match, American Alpha cost Usos the match. Slater and Rhino retain. After the match, Wyatt and Rowan come out, lay waste to Slater and Rhino, lay waste to the Usos, destroy all 4 guys. These 2 men beat up and destroy all 4 of them. Sister Abigail's laying them out. They get back on the mic and say, Bray says, "Shane, Daniel Bryan, this is collateral damage. I've been overlooked again far too long. SmackDown is mine. No Mercy is the Bray Wyatt coming out party, and it's my time. I'm the face of fear. Everyone be afraid. Follow the buzzards." And they go to the back. So now, once again, for twice now, you've seen them come out and lay guys out and get on the mic and say that if things are starting over again, Wyatt is going to be taken seriously. You're going to rebrand this character with fear again. He wants to re-inspire fear in people. Then it comes down to the Wyatt versus Randy Orton actual match. Orton goes for the RKO. Wyatt counters. Sister Abigail 1, 2, 3. Wyatt finally gets a big, clean victory. No shenanigans, no chicanery. Bray Wyatt finally gets a big, staple, clean win over a main eventer in Randy Orton. After the match, beats him down, beats him down, beats him down. Orton tries to come back and fight off Wyatt and Rowan. All of a sudden, from behind, out of the crowd, comes Luke Harper. Harper comes in, boot, powerbomb, lays Orton out, and the 3 of those guys destroy Randy Orton. Luke Harper is back now with Rowan and Wyatt. The family is reconstructed. Now, Bray Wyatt hits a Sister Abigail on the ramp on Orton, hits a Sister Abigail on the steel steps on Orton, hopefully busts him open, carries him to the back and starts beating him down, and lays over him on the ramp, follow the buzzards, and goes back to the back. On SmackDown the next week, Wyatt comes out and says, "No Mercy was only the beginning. I have demons I have to exorcise. I'm going to atone for all my past sins, and it's time for me to start making SmackDown a bloodbath. Bodies are going to be laying in my wake because I am the face of fear. SmackDown, run. I'm calling out my first demon. I am going to be the new guy that does what this guy did. I'm going to be the devil's favorite demon. In fact, I'm going to be the devil himself. Kane, come out here. I want you one-on-one." Calls out Kane and atones for the match. They have a match together. Wyatt wins clean. Sister Abigail, beat down, beat down, beat down. Harper and Rowan come in. The 3 guys beat down Kane and carry him to the back. They bloody him, destroy him, give him a Sister Abigail through the announce table, destroy the announce table, and carry Kane back to the back. Then the following, or you see him also tied up backstage. Harper and Wyatt just sitting in his rocking chair, rocking back and forth, going, "Get him." And Harper and Rowan just beat down Kane, And the next week after that, you see Wyatt take Kane to a cornfield next to his compound. We want to get Wyatt. Wyatt has the creepy character, does the cult stuff. Let's get him out of the ring and do cool backstage stuff. So you see Wyatt and company carrying Kane out to this cornfield next to their compound, and they actually beat down Kane in the cornfield and bury Kane alive. They put Kane in a casket, slam his head on the lid several times, put him in the casket, and get a tombstone, "Here lies Kane." And that's your way of writing Kane off for a long time, or even retiring Kane. Wyatt can be the one to retire Kane this way, and can now have, the legacy of Kane, of retiring Kane, on his shoulders. So now he's beaten Orton clean and laid him out and injured him. He's beaten Kane clean and laid him out, and now he's buried and retired Kane. So now Wyatt has that legacy on his shoulders. Also that same week, Harper and Rowan come backstage, destroy destroy Heath Slater, destroy Rhino, and say, it's about family now. The family's back together. It's time for us to do what we are destined to do. We're going after the tag team titles. So they announced they want a tag title shot as well. The next week on SmackDown, Wyatt comes out and announces, "I've already injured Orton, but bring out Daniel Bryan." So he brings out Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan says, "Wyatt, you can't face Orton again. You've already injured him. He's already hurt. He's on the shelf. We can't afford to lose him for the rest of his career. You're not facing him." Wyatt actually throws a punch at Bryan, knocks him down, gets him set up for Sister Abigail, and says, "I will destroy you and lay you to waste like I did to Orton and Kane unless you give me Orton at Survivor Series." Bryan's scared for his neck. He's scared for his career. He says, okay, Bray, I'll give you Orton. No DQ, non-sanctioned match. We can't afford to lose him. So now at Survivor Series, you have Rowan and Harper going for the tag belts against Rhino and Slater. And you have no DQ, non-sanctioned between Wyatt and Randy Orton. Harper and Rowan win the tag team titles with the help of Bray Wyatt. Or actually, you could do it clean. Harper and Rowan win the tag titles clean at Survivor Series. And once again, Bray Wyatt wins no DQ, destroys Randy Orton, beats him clean, busts him open. So now Wyatt's got 2 wins over Orton, and it doesn't hurt Randy Orton. And also, when Becky Lynch faces Alexa Bliss at Survivor Series in their second match, lights go down, middle of the match, Wyatt comes out and says, "You better be scared, Becky. They've awakened the demons that are the Wyatt family. Harper and Rowan run the tag division. I am in control of the main event picture in SmackDown. And she has finally returned." The lights go out, come back on, and sitting in the rocking chair, rocking back and forth, is the debuting Sister Abigail, Billie Kay from NXT. Billie Kay becomes Sister Abigail now. So Billie Kay's rocking back and forth. She now, right away you see Bliss and Becky Lynch are terrified. They don't know what to expect. This is out of nowhere. Billie Kay comes in, lays out both Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss to start that feud. Then the following week, after Survivor Series, you're going to have... Where are we at here? Sorry, I'm reading my notes here. So Wyatt beats Orton no DQ. In the following weeks, you have Sister Abigail hunting down Becky Lynch, doing cool backstage stuff with mirrors. She's stalking her. Becky Lynch is almost kind of running scared at this point. She's doing optical illusions and playing with her. Also, you have Bo Dallas coming onto SmackDown. He says, "My contract from Raw has run out. I want to make an impact. I've seen what my brother, Bray Wyatt, is doing." He announces that Bray Wyatt's his brother. And he says, "I want to go after a big dog. I'm going to make an impact here. I'm tired of being an afterthought on Raw. I'm coming to SmackDown to make an impact." He calls out Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt beats him down. The next week they have a match. Bray Wyatt beats him in the match. But Bo Dallas keeps coming. He gets laid out week after week and won't stop fighting. And Bray's like, "Why won't you stop? What's going on here?" Bo Dallas keeps fighting. Then at TLC, they have a match. Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas. Bo's fighting. Finally, Bo puts his head down, turns his back. Bray spins him around. Sister Abigail carries him to the back. Also at TLC, Bray Wyatt abducts Shane McMahon and says, "I want him. I want him." Takes Shane away, crucifies Shane. He's going to do the Stephanie Undertaker thing here. Bray's going to crucify Shane, take him back to the back. They talk about he's not going to let him go until he gets what he wants. He wants him. We don't know who him is yet. Leads up to the Royal Rumble. On SmackDown for the next few weeks, we see Bo Dallas now has been abducted. He's been conformed into part of the Wyatt family. He's going to turn on somebody, Slater or Rhino, when they're getting their match against Harper and Rowan. he's going to turn on somebody and join the Wyatt family. So all these beatdowns, Bray's finally beat into his head and abducted him and turned him into a cult member. So now Bo Dallas has joined the Wyatt family as well. And then finally at the Royal Rumble, John Cena against AJ Styles for the world title. Wyatt comes down. Sister Abigail's AJ Styles when the referee is knocked down. Sister Abigail Styles lays Cena's body on top. Cena wins the belt from Styles and gets Ric Flair's record. No one knows what's going on. Cena wakes up, doesn't realize that he got the pin, doesn't realize why. Styles wakes up, he's been screwed, doesn't know what's going on, So all of a sudden Bray comes back, he's laughing, he's taunting, having a good time. It leads up to the promo. Styles on the next week on SmackDown, Styles and Cena are in the ring. Wyatt comes out and says, "John, you were the one person who derailed my momentum. I was the main eventer. I was number one. I was running things. And then all of a sudden, everything kind of laid waste to Super Cena. Because of you, you derailed my career. You're the piece. You're the guy I want. Now you're world champion. I've given you the title. Now you're going to give me your soul." So he comes out, John Cena, run. So we finally set up, I'm kind of butchering my way through this, but we set up for WrestleMania the atonement match between Bray Wyatt and John Cena. Now, Styles can get his rematch the month in between in February, and Cena can retain there. And again, Styles beating Cena is not desirable, but he's going to get Ric Flair's record anyway. He's going to beat Styles eventually, so it might as well be through Bray Wyatt. So now at WrestleMania, you've set up now John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. And also at WrestleMania or at the Royal Rumble, one of the two, you can set up Sister Abigail, Billie Kay, against Becky Lynch. And Billie Kay, Sister Abigail, becomes women's champion. And of course at WrestleMania, Bray Wyatt beats John Cena with the help of the Wyatt family and wins the World Championship. So to close out WrestleMania now, you've got a brand new tag team running roughshod over the division with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan being tag team champions. Harper's back. They're a dominant tag team on SmackDown. You've revitalized the SmackDown tag division. You've got Billie Kay making her debut, which normally wouldn't be a big deal, but now her being Sister Abigail, she has the long-legged, raven-haired look that fits Sister Abigail, gives her an interesting character, and she's a very good wrestler who's already been established on the indies. So now you've got her as a new face of the women's division making an impactful debut. You've got Bo Dallas over on SmackDown, rejuvenated, joining his brother, fitting into that cult status, and fixing his career. And now you've got Bray Wyatt, having beat Orton, having beat Kane, having turned his brother, having crucified Shane, and now having won the world title at WrestleMania over John Cena. He's now taken back all his demons, he's won, he's beaten everyone that beat him in the past, and now Wyatt's your world champion. So now you've got the Wyatt family established. Bray's world champion, Harper and Rowan are tag champs, Sister Abigail is the women's champ, and Bo Dallas is there in the fold as well. So now I've fixed his career, I've debuted a new tag team, I've debuted a new woman, and I've gotten Bray the world title. So again, that was done kind of fast and haphazardly, I didn't take the best notes. But what do you guys think about reconstructing Bray Wyatt? Did I fix his career? How would you guys book things? How would you guys do things differently? How would you guys fix some of the plot holes that I left? What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below. Until next time, guys, this has been Wrestling with myself. Take care.